Donald Trump spoke to the Republican retreat yesterday, where he openly suggested, cameras rolling, all of that stuff, that we should in fact cancel this year's elections. And he offered a very specific reason as to why they should be canceled. But then he immediately said, like, I don't want to cancel them. I'm not going to do it. The Democrats should be the one to cancel the elections. Here's what Trump said, word for word. How we have to even run against these people. Okay, it takes a moment here because this man doesn't speak grammatically correct. So how we have to even run against these people, I won't say cancel the election. They should cancel the election because the fake news would say he wants the elections canceled. He's a dictator. They always call me a dictator. So he wants the elections canceled, but he also knows he can't be the guy to say we should cancel elections. So they should cancel the elections. And of course, it is assumed that the they he is referring to is the Democrats, because that's who he was talking about in the previous part of the sentence. However, why would the Democrats do it? So that statement wouldn't make sense unless he's not talking about Democrats and is instead talking about the Republicans in the room should cancel the elections. The President of the United States has no authority at all over elections in the United States. That is one of the good parts of the separation of powers. Trump has no authority at all. Congress does. Congress sets election dates. So if Trump is in fact trying to get Republicans in Congress to somehow push the date into the future or just cancel the date and leave it open-ended and say we'll just do it whenever the hell we feel like it, if we ever feel like it, that seems more plausible with the way that Donald Trump phrased that. This is, of course, not the first time that this mentally disturbed president has suggested canceling elections. Several months ago, when he was meeting with Zelensky in the White House, he discussed the fact that, hey, you guys canceled your elections because of the war. I like that. That's a good idea. Back in 2020, during the pandemic, when Trump was up for re-election, he openly suggested canceling the elections, because of COVID, which was totally not real, but also so real we couldn't go vote. So this has become something that he has repeated multiple times over multiple years. And based on the fact that, he talked about going into Venezuela for months and months and then finally did it, we can no longer assume, we cannot give him the benefit of the doubt that he's joking about any of these things. I mean, Greenland, hell, the talk about Greenland has escalated exponentially in the last 5 days to the point where the administration says, yeah, we're working on a negotiation to buy it, which is not true because obviously Europe stood up yesterday and was like, you're not coming over here at all, buddy. But Trump is still pushing for that. So all of these things he says, we now have to assume these are things he wants to act on, things that he wants done. And if he can't do it himself, then they should be taken as orders to the other people who do in fact have the ability to, in some ways, do these kinds of things. And that's what I'm taking it as. Trump wants the elections canceled. He said it. He knows he can't do it. He knows Congress might be able to do it. And that's what he is signaling to them. So the big question is why? I mean, obviously, Democrats, based on current polling, things can change, obviously, but right now, Democrats are poised to make massive gains in the midterms. So Democrats would take over. And that's what scares Trump, because Trump then said this: I wish you could explain to me what the hell is going on with the mind of the public, because we have the right policy. You got to win the midterms, because if we don't win the midterms, they'll find a reason to impeach me. I'll get impeached. Don't threaten us with a good time. That's kind of what we're hoping for. We know you're not going to get removed from office, but hell, having a guy sitting in the Oval Office who's been impeached 3 times, that'd be pretty fun. So I do think that is what is driving this. Trump doesn't want to be the only guy to get impeached 3 times. So he is pushing for the cancellation of the midterms. It terrifies him. He's worried about being a lame duck for these last 2 years. He wants to be able to accomplish the rest of Project 2025, but he knows he's not going to be able to do that should Republicans lose, which again, based on all the available data right now, it does look like that's going to happen. Now, he says they'll find a reason to impeach me. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's more difficult to find a reason not to impeach you. You overthrew a foreign government based on lies. You did not get congressional approval for it. You've committed the war crimes of going out there and ordering the bombings of these boats in the Caribbean and, of course, in the Pacific. There is blatant abuse of power with your weaponizing the DOJ to actually go after your political enemies. You put the post on Truth Social telling Pam Bondi to do this. She immediately started indicting these people, which all fell apart, went to straight to hell. You have illegally denied funding to states that was congressionally allocated, as well as to other institutions. Take a pick, buddy. There's many, many, many different things you could be impeached for. And in fact, Democrats, I say you do different articles of impeachment for each and every one. Why impeach him a 3rd time when you can impeach him a 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th time too? May as well just run the whole gamut there and get him once for everything. That would be absolutely hilarious, and I would love to see it happen. And honestly, I think y'all could make it happen. I really think you could. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.